there's many reasons I'm not Catholic. I wasn't raised in Catholicism, so that would be sort of a natural reason that I wouldn't end up a Catholic. As far as I understand Catholicism, me personally, I don't believe it's biblical Christianity. I don't believe the gospel that the Catholic Church teaches, or the Pope, I should say, teaches in Rome, is salvific. I believe that's a false gospel, so that's number one. From the fruit of what I believe is a false gospel, that's where you get into a lot of bad fruit, such as Mariology, worshiping or praying to the saints, I should say. Things like that keep me away from Catholicism. I do believe also the Catholic Church is doing a lot of work to unite world religions. I don't think that's a good thing. You had this very recent news article this week about like a prayer room for Muslims, which was seen, and that offends a lot of Catholics. I understand both sides of it. That might have offended like more conservative Catholics, but even staying away from conservative Catholics, I just don't believe it's the same gospel. That's why. I believe there are some Catholics that are saved, but I believe if you're truly saved, you're trusting in Christ alone. And if you trust in Christ alone, you might go to a Catholic church, but in your heart, you're not really Catholic because you're not believing. For example, you brought up the Council of Trent earlier. I believe justification is by faith, that when you trust Jesus, his righteousness is imputed to you. All your sin is imputed to him, and you're trusting in him alone. Your baptism, your church membership, nothing you do adds to your salvation. You holding on to your salvation. For example, the Catholic Church teaches like mortal sin, that if you commit a mortal sin and you die in that, what I always say is, if I have to hold on to my salvation, that's a work. And so, I believe that's teaching and preaching a works-based system. However, I do think there are many Catholics in Catholic churches that are trusting in Christ alone. Yes, I do. I just don't think they're Catholic.